and I was their advisor. Excellent, excellent guerrilla forces. They had to give up all their identities. We called it hard rice. Air America, which was owned by the CIA. Well, while I was in the agency, I fought. I fought just like, and I commanded troops in combat. I never asked anybody to do something that I would not do. Because my family was stationed in Pak Se. They even had to be evacuated from Pak Se and sent to Vientiane. Because the North Vietnamese were 6 kilometers away. And you know why they delayed it? Because they didn't want to admit that I was a civilian warrior in Laos that had command of guerrilla forces in Laos. I've always had a dream that I've always been in combat. I did carry it home.
He told me that he was in the secret war in Laos. Well, of course, you know that he got the medal and everything from the CIA. He doesn't tell, you know, the real horrible, horrible stories. That dream really scared me because I could have been at the other end of it. The dreams are still going on. They're just as bad. How do you get memories like that out of your head? Walk in that situation room and tell me he doesn't relive it. It's all around him. It's been his life. You know, when I go out now, we always say to each other, you know, keep looking around. The worst for me is all the dreams he has.
I think the stress in the family hit a peak, and he would have veins that would pop out in his temples, and you knew that if my dad looked like that, that you should not go around him. It was not the same man. It's like Dr. and Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
I remember the cool things about it, like picking up shrapnel the day after the rockets hit. Sleeping in a bunker was cool. We didn't have a normal childhood compared to what was going on in the States. As a child, what I looked forward to was Tiger Beat magazine. Throwing us literally into a hallway and then covering us with pillows. And then the next morning, my brother and I would go out, and we went out and picked up shrapnel. And you've got to realize that when you're in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of Laos, where nobody even knows where it is, and it was a secret war, and you didn't get toys. You made your toys. You made your educational experience. You made your fun. Big cauldrons of blood and guts and stuff, and this is what they ate. And we would run around, and so we're in this great big field, and there's artillery all over, and there's weapons everywhere, and there's soldiers everywhere, and some of them are missing hands and legs and feet. But on this particular day, I distinctly remember walking by a cage that was constructed of bamboo, and there was a soldier in the cage. And I looked him in the eye, and he looked in my eye. And at that point, I became a pacifist. I assumed that he was a North Vietnamese, although he could have been a Pathet Lao, I don't remember. And he didn't look much older than me. And I remember Dad telling me that, yeah, he's a soldier, he's a POW. I still carry that. That's never going to go away. I didn't understand how another human being could be held against their will. No. I saw him as a scared man in a cage. I think he probably was killed by one of my dad's men. I don't believe he was let go.
They're not helping my family. The government could care less about my kids. They wouldn't evacuate our families when the North Vietnamese were firing all those rounds into our compound. Okay? Mortar rounds and rockets. They said stand still because we got to have an American family presence there. It got so bad that they finally had to evacuate us. They evacuated us to PS-18, which was further up the Mekong River. And all the guys that I'm talking about were all civilians.